Hello, everyone out there. This is Dana Dane, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to go over the Drip Faucet, which is part of the Drip network. I'm going to touch on other parts of the network as well, but the main focus is the Drip Faucet. So it's going to probably be a long tutorial, depending on how far I can dive into each area. But of course you can fast forward, but it's going to be a step-by-step guide on how to earn 1% daily returns, and it's just to earn passive income. All right, so I'm not going to go read this whole disclaimer, but the whole idea is I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not any type of expert of any sorts. This is for information and educational purposes only. Make sure you, again, doing your own research and not just taking the information from this presentation and investing in it. Make sure you are doing your own research, not investing more than you can afford to lose, because crypto is very risky. Okay. All right. So Drip Network. Okay. So Drip Network is a program that I'm currently in and have been since about January. It's one of my personal favorites, but let's talk about Drip. So Drip is the first deflationary daily return on investment platform. So you're saying, what exactly is that? So a deflationary token decreases its total supply every time a token transfer happens, okay? And a percentage of the transferred amount will be burned with every transfer, okay? That's pretty much a definition of a deflationary token. So Drip Network launched in April of 2021. I wish I had been in this program that early on. It's a project developed by Forex Shark and his team. Once you get in this program, you'll hear his name. He's been in the crypto game for 10 years or so. Great reputation. A lot of people have made a lot of money from this program. And I created this channel to give a different spin on providing information. And to be honest, there's not a lot of women in this game, especially on YouTube. So I wanted to take this time and this opportunity to share my personal experience, to share my growth, my things that I've learned, my failures, my successes, and so forth. And hopefully I can build a nice community where we can help each other. So back to Drip. So the official token of the Drip network is called Drip, okay? It's on the Binance Smart blockchain, okay? What makes this program is sustainable is because there's taxes being charged on transactions, okay? So Drip Faucet, which is pretty much the biggest section of the Drip network. There's also Drip Reservoir, which I'm not in. But I'm going to talk about the Drip Faucet right now. So what you do is you deposit your tokens in the Drip Faucet, and when you make that deposit, those tokens are burned, okay? And you can't unstake those tokens. So once you put them in, it's not like, oh, next day or 2 months later, you go, let me take all my Drip out. That's not how it works in this program, okay? And which is another reason what makes this program so sustainable and profitable as well. So once you deposit, it's burned and locked up forever. Okay, so in exchange for that sacrifice, because you're sacrificing those tokens in exchange for 1% daily return on your investment, up to 365% of your principal amount that you've deposited. Okay, so you'll earn 1% daily for a year. Okay, that 1% daily a year is if you don't recompound and you just claim every day. Okay, now if you redeposit or compound, of course that time frame will extend past 365. You can go on for 3 years, 2 years, so forth. Okay, so that's just if you have your money, you put it in, and all you do is either let it sit there and don't do nothing, or you constantly claim and withdraw it. And a year from now, then you'll be pretty much exited out the program. But in the meantime, you'll be earning 1% daily. Okay. So like I said, you can withdraw your earnings every day or every other day. The choice is yours. or you can recompound your earnings, which is pretty much what I have done. I only claimed once. I forgot why I did it. I think I was trying to get in a program, or I don't know, who knows. But pretty much since I've been in the program since about January, I entered in, it was about $68 per drip token. And then I came in like right after that, it went to like 165, 155. So I bought in when it was pretty much the highest as well. And as it's come down right now, I bought into it as there's the price is down. So kind of dollar cost average into it as well. So anyways, so you can compound, which is called hydrate in the system, okay, daily or however you want to do it to increase your daily cash flow and your max payout, okay? So Drip Faucet is a low risk, high reward contract. It's a smart contract. It's like a high yield CD. It's like a certificate of deposit where it pays you a fixed amount, which is 1% for the Drip Faucet per day. And now, according to their white paper, which I also suggest, or what I do is read the white paper for anything that you plan on entering into or investing or playing or whatever, is read that white paper. Okay, so according to the white paper, which is right here, and I'm going to leave a copy of this presentation in the description of this video so you can have a copy of this, because that's kind of annoying. I hate when I watch videos and they have this great presentation and then I would like to have a copy of it as well. So I'm going to do that for you. I've got links in here so you can easily just, click on it. Okay, so according to the white paper, the contract can't be drained and will always be able to provide drip token rewards from the 10% taxes for all drip transactions, except there are no taxes charged when you buy drip tokens from the platform swap page. Okay, so when you buy drip from the drip website, there's no taxes. But if you buy drip from like PancakeSwap or certain other exchanges, there will be a tax. You will pay a tax. So it's better to buy your drip from the drip platform, okay? And the maximum withdrawal payout amount is 100,000, okay, drip tokens per wallet, which is quite a lot, especially. But there are people who are maxing out, big, people who especially who got it in the beginning when it was like $7 or $20 and so forth. And that's per wallet. So some people, they're just, creating multiple wallets to kind of balance that as well. All right. Let's take a look at the white paper really quick. Okay, so here is the Drip website. Right here, and the white paper that I'm talking about is right here. So when you come to this, to their main website, you're just going to click on white paper and you can read through the documents, okay? I have it downloaded already. So this is what it looks like. Just make sure anytime you get involved with any programs, those of you who are new, I haven't been in crypto for that long myself, probably I think since like November or something like that. But I think I went on a speedy learning road. Okay, so, but anyways, so just make sure you read the white paper. And plus, I've learned from my mistakes. So I just want to make sure I pass on any knowledge or information that I receive on to my viewers. So anyway, so make sure you read this. Okay, so let's get back to the presentation. All right, so we already talked about that. All right, so participants can purchase drip from the platform swap page. Okay, users must have a buddy to join. Sign up by using my buddy address. If you found my information useful, you need a buddy. Anyways, it's a program where you must have a buddy or referral to enter. If you would like, you're more than welcome to use my buddy address, which is right here. You can also click on this link, and I'll leave this information in the description as well from this video. Okay, so a minimum of 1 drip is required for deposits. There is a 10% tax that will be charged for deposits. So for example, if you deposit 10 drip tokens Only 9 tokens will be credited into your account. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, and whenever you're doing any transactions, especially with crypto, make sure you have, especially on the Binance. Let's talk about Binance. So if you're doing any transfers, buying, selling, make sure you have some extra BNB in your wallet for gas fees. Okay, just want to mention that. All right, anyway, so you will earn 1% daily on your initial deposit. You can either let it sit in your account and do absolutely nothing. You can compound, which is reinvesting. It's called hydrating on the website. Or you can claim it, which just means take your money out, withdraw it, keeping your profits. Okay? All right, let's move on. So the power of compounding. Okay? I think Einstein or something said it was like the 8th wonder of the world. I've never actually, this is what people say. I don't know that for a fact. But compounding is powerful. So you can compound your drip rewards and redeposit what you've earned back into the system, okay? Which will increase your daily rewards and increase your drip tokens over time, okay? So, like I said, so compounding will also increase your max payout amount, okay? You will earn 1% daily passive income up to 365% APR of your current drip deposit amount, or 3,600% APY if you compound daily. Okay, so you're going to make a lot more money if you compound versus just letting it sit there or just keep withdrawing. Okay, so an example of that, instead of only receiving rewards for 365 days, you can extend your payouts for years longer depending on your compound strategy. Okay, so some people, it depends on your size of your bag. If you only have like start out with 2-3 drips, I mean, you probably don't, I don't know, this is up to you. I mean, you probably don't want to start out withdrawing. You probably want to build your bag up a little bit, build your drip token up a little bit by compounding before you start withdrawing. Okay, so you can grow it. Okay, that was my personal strategy. So I've just grown it. Okay, and I'm extending that time by compounding daily. Okay, so let's see where we at. So there's a 5% tax when you compound instead of the 10%. So the program or the project is basically incentivizing people to compound versus claiming or withdrawing. Okay. The tax goes into the Faucet pool to pay daily return on investments and referral bonuses. Okay, because you can also make money when you refer others. You can also set up multiple wallets under your own buddy address, and you kind of make money basically from yourself, from your own referrals, or you can refer others, or you can just be a solo player, solo investor, and refer no one. Okay, totally up to you. There is a whale tax. A whale tax for the people who are putting in big money. I am nowhere near a whale at this point. Hopefully, eventually. But those of you who may be watching this that are or will become one, these are the whale taxes. Okay, so Drip Network added a whale tax on withdrawals to help curb whales' ability to outpace other investors or players, forcing them to kick back some of their rewards to the community and maintain the project stability. The tax does not apply to anyone below these staked holdings. Okay, so if you have a large amount of your drip tokens compared to the supply, then you're going to be paying some big taxes. But by that point, you probably don't care anyway. All right, so now we'll talk about the drip reservoir. All right, so the drip reservoir, let me show you where that's at real quick. Let's go back on the website. So the swap up here, okay, this is where you are buying your drip. So you're buying your drip here, okay. If you plan on selling your drip, that's where you sell it, okay. And then you have your charts and stuff right there. So basically on this swap page, you're just basically buying and selling. Okay, swapping. All right, so Faucet, okay, this is where you're making your deposits. okay? And this is where you're hydrated, recompounding. This is where you're claiming. And this is where you would enter in your buddy address right here. And oops. And right here is where you could put in your wallet address and look at your information and your stats, okay? If you had a team, this is where you could send your airdrops right here. Okay, now let's go to the reservoir. So the reservoir is right here. Like I said, I am not in the reservoir personally, okay, but this is what I'm referring to right here, reservoir. Okay, and this is where you are receiving, you're trading your BNBs for drops, but I will go over this in just a second. Again, with this one, you can compound, claim, and so forth, but this serves a different purpose than the Faucet. Okay, so let's get back to it. All right, so the drip reservoir. Okay, so when depositing into the reservoir, participants, investors who, you know, yourself or me, will benefit from non-inflationary yield farming by adding liquidity to drip. Okay, so participants, like I said, you can add BNB tokens into the reservoir contract and earn BNB rewards from multiple dividend streams and income that's generated from exchange fees, from taxes and so forth from the drip network. Okay, so BNB rewards are paid out instantly from the dividend pool. All right, so when you deposit BNB into the reservoir, you will receive a drop tokens that's held into the reservoir contract, and those tokens will represent your share in the drop BNB liquidity pool. Okay, so drop will not fluctuate in value. It's pegged 1-to-1 with drip BNB, which is the native liquidity token for drip. Okay, and 2% of the BNB used to buy drop is immediately distributed to people in the reservoir. Okay, and 5% goes into the reservoir pool, which pays 2% of the balance daily to investors in the reservoir. Okay, so the reservoir is very important. It has a lot to do with also with the price of drip and so forth. Like I said, please read the white paper if you want to know more about it. I'm personally not invested into the reservoir. Like I mentioned earlier, at some point I would like to, but right now I'm trying to build my drip bag up in the Faucet. Okay. All right, so let's talk about sustainability. Okay, how is this program sustainable? Is it sustainable? So forth. So this program has been around now for about a year, which is like forever in crypto DeFi world. Okay, first of all. And I will tell you, at one point, I'll probably show you my spreadsheets. I've kind of tracked my investments or plays over time since I've started, and you will see I have a lot of red, unfortunately, from different programs like Wonderland Time and Galaxy, all these DAOs and minor games and what else? All these programs, and even when everything was going on, I was just red. But the one thing that was working was drip, and I know I was watching all these videos and saying diversify, which is good. But the one thing that was still hanging in there that didn't let me down, that I wasn't losing money on and all this stuff, was drip. So I have put more money into it, and now I've joined the other part of the ecosystem, which is Animal Farm, which I'll talk about later. So I mean, drip is not the only thing that I'm in, but I'm definitely big fan of it. Okay. So the reason the drip network is so sustainable and able to pay out 1% daily is due to the taxing for each transaction. So there's a 10% tax for deposits made, airdrops. So if you build a team and you send airdrops out or so forth, there's a tax on that. Okay. There's tax on withdrawals and transfers. So if you transfer your drip, like I said, if you want to open up multiple wallets or you are about to hit your limit or whatever, there's a tax for transferring it if you want to transfer it to another wallet. Okay. There's a 5% tax for hydrating, compounding, or should I say recompounding, These taxes go into a central pool that pays out rewards to investors. Okay. Plus, there are additional whale taxes, which I mentioned. The whales are basically big money investors. Okay. If there is ever a situation where the tax pool is not enough to pay DRIP rewards, then new DRIP tokens will be minted to ensure rewards are paid out. Thus, the contract can't be drained. Okay. And that's not me saying that. That's what the white paper says. Okay. So DRIP network is a deflationary platform due to DRIP tokens deposited and staked into the faucet are burned. Okay. So again, what you deposit in the faucet, okay, it's in there and it's burned. Okay. Which reduces the number of tokens in circulation. Okay. So the value of the token can increase due to scarcity because the supply goes down. Okay. So if a lot of big investors, whales, were able to unstake their tokens, it could tank the price heavily. So it's good that you're actually, when you make a deposit, it's pretty much burned, locked in there, and you can't like unstake it and then the price fluctuates, which you'll see a lot of programs where the whales take their money out and then the price just kind of tanks. Okay. So the faucet also incentivizes investors to stake their DRIP tokens by paying out a 1% daily. Okay, so they're paying these rewards and hoping that you actually, keep your tokens into the faucet as well. All right. So there's some hyperlinks that I've clicked on. It looks like it's blank almost in here, but anyways, so here are some strategies. Here are some strategies that I personally have used. You can do whatever you want to do. So the price of DRIP token goes up and down, which is pretty normal for most crypto tokens. Okay, except for like stable coins, which are pegged to the dollar and all that kind of stuff. But most crypto goes up, down, so forth. So a good strategy that worked for me, and what I'm trying to take advantage of, is dollar cost averaging, which means you invest a certain amount of money at certain times, such as weekly, monthly, daily. And this will help avoid timing the market, which you're trying to watch the market closely and try to buy the dips. And if you're doing that, then you're trying to, by trying to avoid all that, then you're increasing your DRIP deposits by just, like saying, I'm going to buy X amount of DRIP tokens, maybe a DRIP token, 2 DRIP tokens, whatever your budget is per week. So you're going to invest $100 weekly or $100 every 2 weeks, a monthly, whatever it is. That way you'll kind of, try to not have to watch it so closely. Okay. So you can use a drip faucet calculator and other tools to monitor your investments. Okay. I'll show you some of these in a minute. I've got some of these. I think I have all these open. You can compound daily or as often or little as you want to. It's up to you to increase your APY and the amount of your drip tokens. Okay. And then you can use this calculator to see the compound potential. Okay. You can also invest in the animal farm. At the time of this recording, the animal farm, some of it is on pause. At least the farms and the pools are that involve the pig tokens. I'm not going to go into all that. But I'm invested into the drip garden in that animal farm, which I love. Even though the price of drip is down and my LP value's down, but I'm still compounding, and actually I'm making more in that at the time than I am in the faucet. So anyways, so what you could do is also invest or play into other parts of the ecosystem. Okay, all of these different intricates also help the drip faucet, the drip network. They all kind of work together in tandem. Okay, so you can use the drip garden to fund your drip faucet because that pays 3% daily. It's actually broken down to like 3.33% daily, especially if you're compounding more than you're withdrawing. It is like a minor game, but it's not a typical minor game. I have invested, I don't even want to call it investments. I have played in minor games and lost my ass off of a lot of them. This is different. It's designed different, so it almost doesn't matter what time you enter into the miner. You're still pretty much even and level with other players, okay? And it's just different, okay? But it is a high risk, high reward miner game. You can read on that. I have a link in there. I'll show you briefly, hopefully at some point. And then you can also make additional deposits occasionally, okay? So those are some other strategies. You can also build your own team and earn referral rewards. You can, your friends, if you just want to do that, or your family, or you want to, write an article on Medium or post it on social media, whatever you're into. Okay, those are other strategies. All right. So let's talk about the referral system. I do not have a team. I figured since I'm doing a YouTube video, why not? So you could set up your own team. I'll tell you about the referral system. I do not have this token yet. I will eventually buy this. So participating in the referral program is not required. Like I said, you can be a solo player, investor in the Faucet. Okay. In order to receive referral rewards, investors must hold a minimum of this BREEP, BR34P, everybody calls it BREEP, whatever, tokens in their wallet. This BREEP token can be purchased on Pancake Swap version 1. I just wanted to mention that because when I did go, it gives you this error message that you see over here. And I was like, what? And I did click go to V2 exchange. I mean, I didn't buy it, but I was just curious. So make sure that you just say that you don't click here, go to V2 exchange. Just say, I understand that V1 is no longer supported. And then you hit continue to V1 anyway, because I guess there's not liquidity in the V2 contract anyway. Okay. So I just want to let you know, if you do decide to do that, like I said, I haven't done that myself. At some point I will. But I just wanted to point that out. So if you end up building a team or trying to refer others, you can earn a 10% bonus reward on deposits from your downline, and rewards are paid as direct deposits. All right, so before I get too involved about those BREEP tokens, I did mention that I want to go over those tools that were in the earlier part of the presentation. Just wanted to pull that up real quick. So I said there was a calculator. I will leave the links in there. I'm going to show you what this looks like, but this is the website, and I'm going to log in a second to show you what that looks like. So this is a good one. I use a ton of them, but I'll just show you like some of the bigger ones, or maybe ones you want to use. Here's another one that you can use. It has the garden, Piggy Bank, and drip, and some other resources in here, and it shows you the current drip price, BNB, what you have in the Faucet. This is what I have in the Faucet. But if you put your, where do you put your, I don't know where it's at, but anyways, somewhere you put your wallet address in, and it'll tell you what you've claimed, your max payouts, your transactions, when you last compounded, what you're making per hour, per day, drips, total deposits, your airdrops received, or whatever. Everything's in here. More about drip, and so okay, that's where you put your wallet address. So that's where you would put your wallet address. Okay, and then the same thing you can click on here if you want to see about the garden, and so forth. So this is another good tool. Okay, but what I wanted to show you, and what really kind of encouraged me to get involved in these DeFi programs, is this calculator right here. So this is a daily. You can use daily, or you can use this one here. But I'm just going to show you just so you can get an idea of how powerful this is. So let's just say you don't have a lot of money. Maybe I'm just going to guess. Let's go with $500 that you have today to invest. Okay. Let's go 100. Let's go low. Okay. I don't know what, maybe, Maybe times are hard. So it pays out, the faucet pays out 1% daily, right? And let's say you're going to just keep compounding, recompounding and hydrating every day for, let's say, a year. Okay, let's include weekends. You don't need to change anything. We're going to start that today. And if you hit calculate, okay, and a year from now, your investment total would be right here, the total earnings here, and then this would be your percentage. Okay, so instead of that 365%, like I mentioned, by compounding, you can see how big of a deal that, how much of a difference that makes. Now, let's just say, okay, I got a little bit more than 100. Okay, let's say you have, say, 500. Okay, you compound for a year. Now we're talking. Okay, so you can compound every day. Okay, and if you are doing that every day, and a year from now, now that's assuming the price of drip stays the same. Okay, so there's a lot of variables in there, but this just gives you the idea. Okay, so maybe the drip price will go up, maybe it'll go down, but just in general, you can see what is possible. Okay, so in a year, this is what your value would be. This is what your earnings would be. Okay, or could be. Okay, so it's you can break it down like this. You can see what by day, how it grows. Okay, and let's just say you wanted to add additional $100 every paycheck. Okay, and then let's see. Now, see the power of that. Okay, so just by adding an additional $100 weekly from your paycheck, okay, you can turn that into potentially $70,000 instead. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. And you can come to the site. I have it bookmarked. I love this site. You can, play around with that. Okay, let's go over here back over here. So I'm just going to connect my wallet real quick. I have MetaMask. Okay, so MetaMask will pop up like this. All right, so then I want to show you that other calculator or tool that I use. It takes a minute for it to kind of load up. Okay, so it shows you on this swap page, okay, what the current BNB/drip price is. Okay, so that's the liquidity right there. So 48.03 at the time of this recording. I don't have much BNB in my wallet. And so forth, but this is where you would buy your drip from. I always change the slippage to 1, save you a little bit of money. I haven't had any failed transactions changing that to 1%, so that's a tool that I would do. Once you have your drip, I do have a little bit of drip in here, but once you buy your drip, you're going to need to buy drip with BNB. Okay, so first you need BNB, and then you would buy drip. Okay, once you have drip, then you this is only come over here if you want to sell it. But once you have your drip, then you would come over to the Faucet to deposit it. There we go, finally loaded. Okay, so this is where I am. So I started out, I think, with like 30 coins or something. I'll bring it up in a little bit. I don't want to spend a lot of time looking for the file while I'm recording. But now I have 143 tokens, which is compared to some of these big bags. But for me, and it's accomplishment. I just hit the 100, like, I want to say 2 weeks ago or something like that. But I just compound, added some more, and just compound the hell out of it. That was pretty much my strategy. I wasn't tripping. I wasn't tripping on the price of drip. I didn't care if it went up. I didn't care if it went down. I was just compound. And that's what I'm going to do for the next few months, to be honest, before I even think about touching profit. But that's just me. So as you can see, like when I first started, my max payout was, I don't know, it wasn't this, but this will increase as you have more deposits and so forth. Okay, if you build a team, it'll show over here your rewards from those teams. from your team deposits are in here. For what I could tell from others watching their videos, this was my buddy. If you wanted to find out if you've received airdrops or not, you would just come to your your MetaMask, copy your wallet address real quick, and then you would just put it in here, and it would show you like I've received 2.8. I mean, you know, I don't live for the airdrops, but it's nice to have. Okay. If you are building a team, like I said, you can send airdrops there. So let's go back to this BREEP token. Like I said, I don't have anything in this reservoir, so there's nothing really to show you. This BREEP. So if you want to build a team, you need a minimum of 2 BREEPs tokens, and then, like I said, this will pop up. You just click that, and you continue to version 1. Anyway, you say yes, I understand, and then you would continue. Okay, so I did want to show you that. All right, so let me show you that cool. There we go. So now that I've logged into my wallet, so this is the tool that I use. It's the one that I use the most. It's actually the one I use to hydrate. It's got everything in here, and now it has Animal Farm and Piggy Bank and all this stuff on it. So I personally go here. This is my go-to. So this one will show you have to pay like a little bit for this. I don't even know. It was something minimum. I don't know. It's worth it, whatever it is, to actually see all of this information. It gives you like a basic information when you don't donate or whatever for it, but I just pay for it. So anyways, it'll show you your available drips right now, your deposits, what you've claimed. Even when you recompound, it's still considered a claim, by the way. And as you can see, I'm not in that whale world right now. This is just the network information. So there's 80,000 drip users in the network. This shows you how much has been drip has been deposited into the network, how much has been withdrawn. I mean, that's insane. Okay, shows you the available supply, airdrops. I didn't even see this before. And I guess you could deposit your drips down here. I never noticed that. They've got swaps in here. I think you can send airdrops. Yeah, send airdrops. But anyway, this is what I use. This is where I go. And this is where you can try to figure out your strategy, how long it's going to take, or whatever you want to do. Now there's Google calculator spreadsheets out there. At some point I'll add those so you guys can see them, but this is the one I use. So this shows you, let's just do today. So this just shows you if the price stayed the same at $48.12. Okay, and like right now, and this shows the earning amount. They'll show you right here. Like this is like assuming that you are hydrating once per day and taxes and all that stuff is taken out. Okay, this is like taking out the taxes type price. Like right now I could right now without the day it'd be like $77 I'd make per day after taxes and so forth. Now who cares about today, right? So 30 days out, I could put, depending on the price of drip. If it stays the same, goes up, whatever. I have it set on auto price. You can change it to $60. You can uncheck this and put your own price if you want it. If it went up back to 60, if it went back to 80, whatever you want to do. But I'm just talking about right now, today, worst case scenario type of thing. If in 30 days, instead of making 55, I'd have 73.91. I would have accrued 46 tokens, and at that time I'd have 190. Now let's say I want to see 60 months out, $98. 90 days out, I'd be making $130 a day. 120 days, I'd be making $173. 150, $230 a day, so forth. Okay, so I like this because of this calculator. Okay, and I don't have to think too hard. I just go in there and it gives me hope. Okay, so you also can come down here and look at, I don't know, for some reason it's kind of, there we go. You can look at the, okay, the drip farm is paused. That's not very helpful. Okay, but I am in the garden. So right now what do I have? I know those are plants. What do I have? Oh, I have 2,280 plants in the garden, which is worth about $3,400. This has gone down because the price of drip has gone down. I don't want to spend a lot of time in here, but I just want to show you this particular program. You can see what it's daily, weekly, and then just keep in mind, if you constantly withdraw or claim, what you make per day will go down. It is a minor game, okay, type of thing. It's more sustainable in my opinion, but it will go down. But hypothetically, if I claimed every day or let it sit there and build up, right now I'm at 113.92. Okay, and so for the plant price, and this tells you my planting schedule and all that good stuff. Okay, so I just wanted to show you those tools so you can at least see what it looks like. All right, so back to this. So it's very important that you do your own research. I know a lot of us are lazy. We will not read the whole white paper. I get it. But never invest more than you can afford to lose, okay? Because crypto is highly volatile and can be risky. But as far as the program goes, as far as one that I have the most confidence in, is drip, personally. I've lost a lot of money, and other ones are broken even, or strange things have happened, and especially Wonderland Time and all these other ones. But anyways, but just keep that in mind, okay? It is highly volatile, and that's what also makes it very profitable as well, because things can shoot right up. Look at Bitcoin and all that stuff, especially when it went from a little bit of nothing and 60-some thousand, and then of course now it's back down. So you just want to make sure you aren't investing, like, you don't want to put in your rent money because you think you're going to like make 3 times that money next week. Anything can happen, okay? Make sure you always are reading, not just the drip, any project that you're reading, the white paper or light paper, whatever it is, make sure you're reading that. A lot of people ask stupid questions, not to be rude, in these Telegram groups where a lot of these answers are in the white paper as well. Most importantly, never give out your secret keys from like your MetaMask or your trust wallets or whatever you're using. No matter what, if you sign into a website and it's asking for your secret keys, you get the hell off of that website. Do not give out your secret keys. That's like giving somebody your PIN number. Don't give it to you, passwords, any of that, okay? If they say, hey, give me your secret keys, I'll do this, and that. No. You say, no, no, no. Get out of there, okay? So keep your MetaMask password in a safe place. Maybe you want it in 2 separate places in case that place, that spot don't work out or some fire happens. I don't know. You can also store it safely on this website. I just found out about this. This particular, let's see, is it gonna? Okay, here we go. This particular website right here, I didn't know this. So it's like an online website or something where you keep a secure place to keep your crypto information. It's called the Stone Books. So I don't know a lot about it. I'm going to find out about it and get it. But I wanted to tell you guys about it because I just thought that was cool. I was like, what? This is crazy. It's like a ghost pen, invisible ink or something. I heard about it. So anyways, check that out. See what you think. I don't know from personal experience. I can't tell you a lot about it, but check it out. It's a way to store your crypto information. Okay, let's get back over here. Make sure, you don't have to, but it's good to have your hardware wallet. I have one. I've got whatever the most expensive one on here. I don't know what it's called. One of them that has all this, I really didn't need that one. Could have got the cheapest one. But anyways, have a ledger where it's like your, what do you call it? Your secret keys are stored offline instead of online. Right here. Okay. I'll let you read up about this here. It is a little complicated to get going, but there's a lot of YouTube videos. Yeah, this one out, Nano X. But to be honest, I probably could have got away with the $59. I really don't see the real big reason I got that one. But check it out, see what you think. There's other ones too. I can't remember the names of them, but I went with the ledger. Okay. Let me close that. I don't want a bunch of stuff open. All right. And make sure you visit the project social media accounts. Okay. But I want to warn you about Telegram groups, especially in crypto DeFi. There's a lot of scammers in there, so be careful. Some people will pretend to be developers or pretend. I don't talk to anybody in messages. If somebody sends you like a private message, there's a lot of scam people. You got to think it's open to anybody. So a lot of strange people. There's a lot of FUD. There's a lot of people who are, there's like crazy people online, period. So what I normally do is I just go to the pinned messages, or I search for like forex sharp. So I just want to see what he says, or certain, you know, big people that aren't in there for craziness. I search their names so I can get information. Okay. So I put a link in here to the Twitter. Twitter is also good. Make sure you invest. You can try with, especially just in the habit, invest small amounts and test small withdrawals, just to make sure that like certain programs that you can get in and get out, because sometimes it's hard. You know, certain programs are, you know, certain things are shady out there. Okay. So, you know, you can start out with small. I'm not saying drip is like that, but just as a general rule, try to test withdrawing your money and depositing your money. You know, you may have to increase certain slippages, but sometimes people can't get their money out. I haven't had that personally, but just make sure you're just being safe. Okay. So what you will need to easily get started. Now, there's other ways you can do this. You don't have to have a Chrome browser. You can have Brave, I think it's called, or Firefox. I can't tell you anything about that, but I can tell you Chrome browser, and a lot of people use Chrome, especially in these YouTube videos. So I can tell you what I personally use. I can't speak on other things. So this is what you can easily do, is get a Chrome browser. Maybe you already have it. I'm not going to bring up Chrome, but you can put it in Google. But here's a link to it. You can download a Chrome browser. And then you're going to need to create a MetaMask wallet, which you also would put on which is a Chrome extension. So it is an extension on the Chrome browser. Okay. There's a way you can use it on your phone as well. I'm not going to do the phone. I'm not going to really go over that, but I use my computer mostly, but I do use it on my phone as well. But for the most part, this just has to do with desktop. So you're going to need to get Chrome browser, download the MetaMask extension. Okay. I'll pull that up right now. I already have it installed, so it's going to say remove, but yours should say like install or add or whatever it says, is what you would put there. And then it's right here. Okay. So a lot of times when you first download extensions on Chrome, the Chrome browser, if you don't already know, sometimes you have to give permissions first and find it. So if you were looking for MetaMask and this wasn't lit up, you would have to click this pin number or approve it if it was down. Oh, I don't have any down there, for it to show up first. Okay. And if you have MetaMask and Trust, sometimes you have to turn off one for the other to work. That's just something I have found out. All right. So let's close that and get back over here. Okay. I personally use Crypto.com, especially when you first sign up, like the first 30 days, I think there's no transaction fees. I have Coinbase, but I don't even use that, to be honest. I used to do like hodling coins, buying coins and just holding them, or kind of like doing my own version of trading them or whatever. I use Crypto.com. I just finally got a Binance.us account, because I moved, got a new address, and it just was a mess trying to prove, I don't know. Their security is tight. I give them that. So I can't give you personal experience or information on Binance, but here is a link to it. But Crypto.com is what I use. And if you use this code, if you use this referral link, you and I will both get $25. Okay. I forgot what Binance provides. I think you get 10%. We both get 10% off the trades or something. I don't know. So there's some advantages to using these referral links. Okay. Or you can use whatever exchange you need, but you're going to need some BNB in your wallet. Okay. Basically. So to get MetaMask, okay, you can go on this website right here, metamask.io. I already have it linked up, so it's not going to look like, what are you talking about? Did I put the right? Oh, I need to change that. Oh, no, that's right. No, I need to change that. So anyways, it's metamask.io, and it would look like that. So I need to change that hyperlink. I'm glad I clicked on that. Okay. And then you'll click on download, and you can either put it on your phone or your web browser. Okay. So you're going to click, like I just mentioned earlier, so you're going to click install MetaMask for Chrome. Let's see, I want to make sure I don't forget anything. Write down your secret key when you're setting, if this is your first time. Okay, make sure you write it down, store it in a safe place. And then make sure you're connecting to the Smart Chain Network, the BCS. Okay, not the, I think BEP or whatever it is. There's another one for Binance, not that one. You need to be on the Binance Smart Chain Network. Okay. And then, like I mentioned earlier, how you enable MetaMask extension on Google Chrome. Make sure you're doing that. Okay. So, okay, if you don't already have the Binance Smart Chain Network set up on your MetaMask, this is how you would do it. You would open up MetaMask, go to settings, then go to networks, add the network ID details, then connect your MetaMask to the BCS network. I've included a link to a YouTube video. It's not my video. At some point, I will create one at some point, but I wanted to at least just get this information out here for you and provide resources instead of trying to make all these other 1,000 videos. Okay. So this is what it looked like. So if you would have your MetaMask already downloaded, so you would click on settings, you would click on networks, okay, and then you would click on add networks down here. Okay. So here is the information that you would put into the Binance, for the Binance Smart Chain Network. Okay, so in this window, you will enter in all this information. So where it says network name, you would put Smart Chain. For the URL, you would just come in here and copy this, put it in here. For the Smart Chain ID, you put 56. Everything's in here for you, okay? All right, so... oh, there's an alternative way, which is very easy. So if you don't know what the heck I was just talking about, as far as trying to copy and put all that, you can go to this website, chainlist.org. You would connect your MetaMask wallet. You would search for Binance Smart Chain, and then you would just add it to MetaMask. So it looks like this. This is pretty quick. Okay, so you just hit connect wallet, and then you just hit add to MetaMask. I already have it, but you would just, this is the one, Binance Smart Chain MetaMask. You would just hit add to MetaMask, and then it would just come up. Okay, so I have most of these. I don't even think there's one that I don't have. Oh, here we go. So you would just hit, switch network. Oh, I already have that one too. But anyways, that's what you would do. Okay. And then it would just automatically, you would just approve it, and it would automatically just add that information instead of you going in there and putting all of that information in. Okay, that's the quick and easy way. All right. So once you have that added in your MetaMask, you would just make sure you connect to the Smart Chain, which is the BCS network. Okay, so anytime you're going to Drip network or anything in the Binance, make sure you're on the right network. Okay, it won't let you connect anyway, but that's a reason why it won't let you connect if you're not on the right network. Okay. All right, I'll let you look at that. And this is also a reminder how to enable an extension. Okay. So you can use MetaMask from your phone. You would just download it from your app store. Okay. And then you would just add the Binance Smart Chain, just like I mentioned earlier. You would do the same thing, but you're doing it on your cell phone. Okay, there's a video right here, a YouTube video. It's like, again, it's not my YouTube video, but it is one. Like I said, at some point, maybe I will. But I just wanted to provide resources for you versus trying to make all these videos. Okay, so you would just select your network, Binance network, just like you would on the on a browser. Okay. But what I wanted to mention, because a lot of people have a hard time connecting to websites from their phone. And the key to it, the secret, is going to browser. So if you just go to your regular Chrome browser, 9 times out of 10 it's not going to work. But you have to go into MetaMask and then click on browser and then type the websites. So what I do is my top 5 or 6 projects, I just save them as bookmarks into my MetaMask browser, and then, you know, I just do it that way. Okay, so that is that. So how to set up a Crypto.com account. Like I said, this is what I use. I'm not going to go into heavy details. I'm just going to show you this real quick. I can't pull it up because you have to download the app. So you need some kind of way to get BNB in your wallet, whatever your preference is. But I'm going to tell you about Crypto.com. So like I said, you'll need to buy some BNB. You can purchase it from Crypto.com or Binance or whoever. Okay, so you would download the Crypto.com app. Okay, you sign up. You and I both get $25 if you use my link here. Then for security, you should download Google Authenticator. Okay, and then from your app store. Okay, or another 2-factor authentication app. I use Google Authenticator. And it's like, it has like a timer, and these security codes will expire after a certain time. Okay, keeps your site secure, keeps people from hacking, like, you know, that may have hacked your account or gone into your account and trying to take all your money. Okay, so there's video on that. Again, that's not mine, but this, I put a link in here for the Google Authenticator. Okay, so in order to turn on this particular setting, you would go on Crypto.com, go to settings, scroll down to 2-factor authentication and the security system. Then you would enable the 2FA, then follow the instructions to add Crypto.com to your 2FA app. Okay, and like I said, this increases your account security. There's a video right here. All right, so you can add your bank, your funding. What I have found is, at least in America, or for me, I had to use a debit card, so I couldn't use like a credit card. Okay, even though it says credit and debit, it was only thing that's worked for me is a debit card. This is a video. I think you can add like a bank account or something, but this is a video if you're not sure how to do that. Once you get in there, if you're not sure how to figure that out, if you're trying to figure out how much money or how much BNB you need, you can play around with it when you get into Crypto.com. But there's another way that you can do that. If you can type in Google USD to BNB. You can use a converter, or you can go to CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, or you can use this website and you can type in, I've got $500 to spend. How much BNB do I need? Okay. Buy your BNB tokens, like buy a little extra BNB tokens, like $10, $20 worth extra, so you have enough money for gas fees, not just this transaction. One transaction is not going to be $10, $20, just extra to last you when you do other transactions and stuff like that. BNB is usually like a few cents, 10 cents, 20 cents, a couple dollars maybe, depending on, you know, what you're doing. All right, then send it to your MetaMask wallet on the Binance Smart Chain. So there's a video on that to show you how to get it from Crypto.com to your MetaMask wallet. All right, so here's just like a visual, because I know saying it and seeing it are two different things. So this is basically if you had your Crypto.com app open up, you would just click down here on the app where it says track, type in BNB. I have it saved as favorites, so it was right there, but most people don't have it saved as favorites. So you just type BNB. It's this one right here. You would select buy BNB. You would put in the amount. So like I said, you can play around with this, do some 0.01s or whatever, or you can go on the website and figure out exactly what you need. Okay. Then you would enter your debit or credit card. I know it says credit. Credit has never worked for me. And then you would just click buy. Once you have that has gone through successfully, now it's time to transfer those BNB tokens to your MetaMask. Okay. Once you have made the purchase, then you would go right here on your BNB, from the BNB, you would hit transfer. Okay. Then you would hit select withdraw down here. All right. Then you would click external wallet. This is how you're going to get it into your BNB into MetaMask. Okay. And then once you have your BNB, you open up your MetaMask. Make sure you are on the Binance Smart Chain Network. Make sure it says this up here. Then you would click on account details. Okay. And then you would get your wallet address. Okay. You can either use the QR code. Okay. Or if you hit this copy button right here, you can just easily copy your wallet address and then paste it back into the Crypto.com website. Okay. So it will look just like this. Okay. So you usually only have to do this once per token just to get it whitelisted. That wallet address whitelisted. So you don't have to do this particular part every time you buy BNB, but when you initially do it, you do. When you're in Crypto.com, make sure you select the BSC network. Very important because you're going to have some problems with that token getting to your wallet. Then you're going to have to send a ticket to crypto and all this to Crypto.com. And sometimes once that money is gone, it's gone. So, but you can talk to Crypto.com technical support to see if there's a way to get that back. Okay, so just make sure you're on the BSC network. Very important. Okay. You would enter your MetaMask wallet address here, whether you use the QR code or whatever. You put that there, and you can nickname your wallet, like MetaMask or whatever you want to do in case you have multiple wallets that you're sending that to. Okay, and that's how you get your money from your BNB to MetaMask. Okay, so once you have that money into your MetaMask, you would come over here to the swap, page on the Drip network, which is the fountain, and you would connect your MetaMask wallet, and then you would connect your wallet, pretty much. So in order to buy Drip, you're going to add the amount of BNB you want to exchange for the Drip token. Make sure you leave, like I said, some extra BNB for gas fees. You can do like $5 or $3, whatever. But if you don't want to constantly be buying BNB, maybe get a little extra so you have it in there. And you would click on the gear wheel right here and change the slippage to 1%. If the transaction fails, then you can increase it gradually. So if it fails at 1, then go to 3, then 5. But I've never had a problem. And then once you put in your amount of BNB, make sure you don't put all your BNB in here because it won't go through because you don't have any gas. So make sure you put whatever BNB minus your gas fees in here, and then you click buy. So now that you've bought the Drip token, now if you want to see your Drip token in your MetaMask, this is how you would do that. You would click import tokens, and then you would click custom tokens, and then you'd put in this contract address right here. So you can do it that way. All right, real quick, I just wanted to shift over real quick to show you a couple of things. So if you wanted to see how much Drip tokens you wanted or needed, let's say you wanted to get $115 and maybe have like $15 extra for gas, you would just come in here at CoinMarketCap. You can go to CoinMarketCap. That's what I use a lot. Find the BNB token by coming here and then type in BNB. You can do that, and then you would just copy or write down this amount. And if you wanted to know, just like say, I just want to put in 100 and leave $15 for gas, and 0.25 is the amount that you want to deposit into the Faucet. Now if you have purchased, let me go to Binance. If you have purchased the Drip token and you don't see the Drip token in there, because it's not a big deal initially, but when you want to sell it, you probably want to see your Drip token in there. So I'm just going to show you real quick how to add a couple ways how to add a token into MetaMask. So you can come over here to CoinMarketCap. This is one, or you can go to CoinGecko. I've been in the habit of going to CoinMarketCap. So you could type in Drip, This is Drip Network right here. And the easiest way is just to click right here where it says add to MetaMask. I already have it in there, and you would just hit add token. Okay, that is the easiest, quickest, fastest way to do it. Or you could copy it right here. Okay, you can copy it, go down. You probably don't have to go down that far. And then click import tokens, click on custom tokens, paste the contract address in there. Okay, or you can go to the actual drip token contract, which is also in the link on the PowerPoint that I have, and you would just hit copy address. It's the same. Okay, or you can use that. All right, so I just wanted to point that out. And like I said, as far as finding the drip price, I mean the BNB price, you can do USD to BNB and Google, and then you can say the same thing. I need $115 is approximately 0.30 BNB. Or if you want to know how much $10 is, and so forth. Okay, very, very easy, very simple to do. There's plenty of websites that will help you do that. Okay. All right, so back over here. So now that you have purchased your drip token, in order to open a drip account and get in the faucet, you need to have a buddy. Okay, so it does not matter, you need a buddy. Okay, the program will not let you pretty much move further without a buddy. So you're going to go to the drip faucet, which I will put in the link right here, and make sure your wallet is still connected. If not, just reconnect it. And then you're going to scroll down to the middle of the page where it says buddy. Okay, and that's where you're going to either I would copy and then paste it right in here. Okay, then you would click update. Okay, there will be a small gas fee for this transaction, a couple cents or so, but you must have a buddy in order to move forward. Like it says, you must have a buddy ID, or it won't allow you to make a deposit into the faucet and start earning 1%. So you need a buddy. I'd appreciate you use mine, but if you got some other buddies, use theirs. Okay. What is going on here? Oh, there we go. Okay, so now you need to deposit drip into your account. All right. So once you get over here to the faucet where it says deposit, you would click max. Now you can click max because now you're not dealing with BNB, you're dealing with the drip. You want to drink, you want to get all that drip out. If that's your goal. Hit max and then hit deposit. Okay, you'll be asked to confirm one last time the transaction, and if you're good with that, you hit yes. Okay, once that's completed, your drip tokens will be deposited, and then you can start earning your 1%. But you must deposit it in order to start earning the 1%. If you just purchase drip and you don't deposit, you won't earn the 1%. You'll have some drip tokens sitting in your MetaMask wallet or whatever wallet you're using, but you won't earn that 1% daily. Okay, so make sure you come over here and deposit it into the faucet, not the reservoir, but the faucet. Okay, well, you wouldn't be depositing drip into the reservoir, but some people have purchased their drip thinking they were purchasing drip tokens in the reservoir, but really you need to purchase your from the swap page, and then you're depositing it into the actual faucet, not the reservoir. Okay, so some people have purchased out of the reservoir thinking it was a faucet. Okay, so make sure that's where you're putting your BNB tokens, into the faucet, unless your intentions are the reservoir. But if you want to earn the 1% daily, it needs to go into the faucet. Okay, all right. So like I mentioned earlier, if you want to check if you're receiving airdrops, or if you want to see your personal stats, you come over here where it says check out drippers, or if you want to see what your buddy's doing, or somebody else, whatever, you can put in their player information here, hit go, and then it'll show you what your net deposits are, and then it'll show you right here your airdrops received if you sent some. If you have a team going, it'll show you your number of direct team members and how many in your team and so forth. Okay, so if you want to do a quick lookup, you can do it there. And you can also do it in that app I showed you. All right, so join my team. So if you found this tutorial helpful, please consider supporting me by joining my drip team. Like I said, I'm just starting this journey. I don't have any team members, but my goal is to build a team, start doing airdrops, have a nice, respectable, positive community where we can help each other grow and learn and kind of lean on each other. Okay, I know there's a lot of drama out there in the crypto drip world. That is not what this is. So hopefully you found this information helpful. And here's how you start. It's pretty much reiterating what I just talked about, but just a quick 1, 2, 3. Pretty simple right here. This is how you can reach me. Here's my YouTube. Here's my Twitter. Here's my LinkedIn page. I just put this up. I'll start adding more stuff into here. I've got other things to put on here. I just haven't, gotten to it. It's a lot of work. But if you want to stay up to date and see everything that, not everything, but projects that I feel like I should share or information that could be shared, here's my LinkedIn page, or Linktree page. I'll show you what that looks like real quick. All right, so back over here with my Linktree page. So I have it broken down by my channels, my YouTube, my Twitter channels, where you can buy crypto. Pretty much easy place to kind of look. Like I said, I'll try to keep these updated. If there's some, I've got some plants in my drip garden that I need to deposit. If you get in that drip garden, this is another cool app. And I put this in resources too, so it lets me know when I've got plants. But anyways, where you can protect your info. So getting a ledger, storing your password safely. Here's some information on the drip community. Here's my buddy address. If you click on this, it takes you straight to the drip community. It takes you straight to the animal farm, the piggy bank, the drip guide, which is this right here. It takes you straight to the white paper. On the animal farm Telegram group, which is where Shark pretty much posts all. It's like the main. It's become like the main Telegram group for the ecosystem. So that's where you'll find a lot of announcements and stuff. This is the developer of Drip, the main guy, Forex Shark. This is his page. Here's the Drip community. I don't get in those Telegram chats. There's some, like I said, you'll see a lot of crazy stuff going on in there. I don't really read that stuff. I go in there looking for the main information, AMAs, pinned information, or I'll search for a particular person. Here's the Drip price bot, the Drip's Twitter channel. Here's some other DeFi programs that I'm into, or I wasn't this one. I'm not in there right now. I took all my money and put it in Drip, but I really thought it was awesome. I'm going to get back in that. I am in this one too. This is more like stable coins. It's like Drip, but it's more stable coins. This one pays out like Drip also, but it pays out in BNB. Instead of a native token. There's a piston race coming up. I'm in the pre-sale. So I'll put that link up here. I guess probably after they launch or something. Maybe that'll be better. And then if you're interested, I'm also in this one. It's, what do you call it? Artificial intelligence, AI. So it's an automatic robot or bot, whatever, that purchases forex. And they just recently added a crypto bot. I'm not doing that one yet. I have the Genesis AI forex bot. And then there's like, if you're into building teams and all that stuff, you can make like a ton of money. There's people, I don't have a team or anything like that. I'm just, at this point, I'm just kind of doing it myself. At one point or another, I'll probably do something more with it, but it's a little bit different than like the DeFi stuff. So I put in the program presentation, get started guide, how to guide, and at some point I'll show you my information so you can see my journey with that as well. So it's a starting program here, but I'll try to keep this updated as much as possible. Okay. All right. And then for the last page, I believe I have included a bunch of drip resources that I have accumulated from watching thousands of videos over time and all that good stuff, or things that I've just found useful. I have put pretty much all the drip websites, social media channels and stuff up here. Here are some drip tools, more like drip network tools. Some of the stuff is like the animal farm, the gardens, all those other tools. This is cool too. Let's see if I can show you. Is it this one? Let's see. I think it's this one. Oh yeah. Okay. So there shows you the number of new accounts into the drip, current accounts this month, total people in the Faucet, shows you total number of drippers. If you join drip, you'll be a dripper. Let's see, shows you last 30 days, new accounts added, monthly new accounts added. As you can see, it's like they started out in April and it was barely any. They got a little bit of growth and it's just like grown like crazy over the last few months, which is wild. I wish I had known about this like back in that April or something. But that's okay. At least I know about it. And it shows you Faucet players and their deposits. Most people have 0 to 100, but it shows you, the number of people. There's some whales down here. All-time daily new accounts. So there's, long story short, there's a bunch of resources. I wanted to jump over real quick just to show you my drip garden. So I think I mentioned earlier. So another strategy, what I plan on doing when the price of drip kind of goes up, or I get to my number of plants that my goal, I haven't claimed anything. I've just been hydrating. So I have right now 2280 plants I need to hydrate. Not a big deal. But anyway, so what I plan on doing is taking some of these profits and buying more drip and putting it into the faucet. Well, put it into the faucet. At some point or another, I'm going to use this to really, because this pays 3.33% daily. It's half BNB, half BUSD. And I probably will hydrate like one day a week, and then once I get my bag up, I mean, it'd be different, but I'm definitely going to use this to fund my faucet and get into some other stuff like my elephant, like my stable coins and stuff like that, and different stuff. But I'm going to use this to pretty much get more of my faucet tokens as well. I'm in this Piggy Bank as well. It's paused right now. This is pretty cool too. It's kind of like Hex, if anybody's familiar with Hex. And like a CD, you kind of lock your money up for a certain amount of time and you earn these bonuses. So if you lock it for 8 weeks, you get like these time lock bonuses. I mean, just come over here and read about it. There's the features. Oh, that's what I want to do. I wanted to show you about the drip garden, how it was different than the other miner games. So all players start out relatively equal, and what determines your payout is how often you plant your seeds, how often you compound, versus how often you sell them or withdraw them. I'll do a video on this at some point, but I just wanted to show you how this is different than the other miner games, because I lost my ass on most of those. I was not a good player because I thought it was an investment, but it wasn't. Learned that the hard way. But anyways, this shows you like how most miner games, the people who come in early are the ones who kind of take, do the best, and people who come in later pretty much lose their ass, pretty much like that. And with the drip garden, it pretty much is, balanced out, okay? So drip garden increases buying power as contract balances grows and time passes, allowing all players to get a fair rate, okay? So you can read all about this and how that pretty much works out. And there's a white paper over here. There's a lottery coming soon. So this is part of the drip ecosystem. This is the other part. Besides just the faucet that I talked about, this is the other part. It's on pause right now. Forex Shark is doing some overhaul on the Piggy Bank. some other stuff, but the drip garden is still going. But there's farms. I can show you it's paused, but there's farms in here. There's pools, and there's a pig pen where you're like earning, you're like owner into the farm, like you own a part of the farm and receive dividends or something. Of course, you can earn referrals in here. And there's just more stuff coming. There's a lot of partnerships coming with NFTs and all kind of stuff within the Drip network. And I just wanted to quickly bounce over here to the Telegram groups. Like I said, Forex Shark, this is like the developer's main page. They're pretty much, he only posts like important stuff on here. You won't see a lot of chatter in here, and he'll, you know, give you updates. The animal farm is pretty much where you'll get most of your information. I don't read in here. There's a lot of annoying stuff in here. But what I do is I usually go to the pin messages and kind of see what's, you know, what's going on in here. What you could do is go to search, and then if you just want to see stuff that pertains to Forex, I can't remember his exact, it's this one, yeah, but if you want to see just stuff from him, that way you kind of don't see all the stupid stuff, you can do that. Or if you want to see stuff from Bartertown or whatever you want to type in there, that way you know, because there's a lot of people, or 26,000 people, or 50,000, I don't know, it's something ridiculous. So there's a lot of messages, and trying to sort through that can be a complete nightmare. So that's a trick that you can do to kind of sort through that. All right, guys, so that's all I have. I know this has been a long video, but hopefully it's been very informative. Hopefully I've provided you with a lot of information. Hope you learned something. I appreciate your support. If you don't mind, hit the like and subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys soon.